Listening is a core skill of recruiting. I try and remember that candidates who feel that they've been heard will be much better prepared to make positive impression with my clients. But many recruiters, sometimes those from sales backgrounds, are apt to talk less than listen. We get excited about our job orders and we feel that we have a lot of information to share with them about our client and the opportunity, and that's understandable. But sometimes what gets missed is a real connection you need to establish with the candidate. And that can come back to bite you in lots of ways throughout the recruiting process. So it's important to first acknowledge you have a problem. So let me start. Hi, my name is Dan, and I have a problem listening.
Hi, Dan.
The following are 5 suggestions on how recruiters can improve their listening skills. Number 1, ask open-ended questions. You're trying to get to know your candidate better, so do that first. This is also helpful so as not to lead the witness, as I call it, meaning rather than tell your candidate about what your client needs and have them tell you how they're a perfect fit for it, ask the candidate first what motivates them, what their skills and experiences are, and they should do most of the talking in that interaction. Number 2, try listening first for what is unspoken. Great recruiters have learned to watch a candidate's body language, or if not, if they're on the phone, listen to their voice patterns and inflections. They have that spidey sense when they notice a candidate skipped over a certain topic and they notice they should circle back and maybe ask the question in a different way. Number 3, listen with empathy and understanding. Listen closely to your candidate's insecurities and fears and try to make them feel more comfortable. Use language like, "I understand," or "that makes sense," or "that happens to a lot of people." Number 4, hold judgment. Sometimes it's hard for recruiters to resist the impulse to decide if a candidate is qualified for a position. It's human instinct to process information and make a judgment call. We all do it. But try listening without deciding and jumping to a conclusion. It's true that often our first instincts end up being correct or close to correct. But we often do it too early and based on experiences with other candidates. Number 5, role play with experienced recruiters. We all learn by observing and emulating successful people. Make it a regular practice to role play or observe other recruiters. Maybe ask to listen silently during a phone interview or in person as the other recruiter conducts an interview. Notice their style and overall cadence of the interviewer. Debrief afterwards. Senior recruiters stop doing this after a while, and it's a real missed opportunity, in my opinion, for continued learning and sharpening one's saw. I'd recommend partnering with a handful of recruiters on a regular basis and role play for just 15 minutes every week or 2. These role plays are ideal with groups of 3, or you can have an observer ask the recruiter specific questions about what the candidate said. For example, a great question to ask another during a role play or ask yourself in an actual interview is this: if I had to throw all different motivators up in the air, job satisfaction, compensation, skills development, commute, quality of life, title, position, company prospects, etc., tell me how you'd order these motivators for this candidate and why. If you can't answer this question, then you should redo the role play, or if it was a real interview, call the candidate back. Hopefully these tips were helpful. If you'd like to learn more about Empower Associates, please visit us at empower.associates.